Hi, welcome to Mrs. B's Homeschool. In this video, I want to share what has been going on with the kids' math curriculum. I've decided just last night for the first time that I may want to change their math curriculum. So right now they're using Math UC, and well, actually, it's not completely true. My fifth grade is using Math UC. My third grader is using a little bit of Math UC, and my seventh grader is using this online program through Easy Peasy Homeschooling. It's a free online internet, a free online homeschooling program. So I've been kind of mixing and matching, and then I've been doing that with my third grade as well. Third grader as well. Well, yeah, as of a week ago, I came up with the idea that I would probably just switch everyone over to the Math UC program. Why? Well, I just thought that in my mind they would get more from it, that it would provide more structure, that sort of thing. However, so what I did was I started going to eBay and just trying to find the program, offered for a less expensive price than what's online on their website. And so when I went to eBay, I started doing research and realizing, oh, then I would want to get the version that's updated after 2013, because then it would include a lot of the Common Core standards, which I never even really gave much thought to prior to that point. They were doing Common Core when they were in public school. I personally wasn't seeing like anything different or major about it. Like, there were some concepts that they were learning that was slightly different than from what I remember learning. But overall, in my mind, I'm like, well, as long as you know how to get to the answer you need to get to, it doesn't matter how it happened. So yeah, that's my approach when it comes to math. But then yesterday I started reading another homeschool form, and I can't remember the name of it, but the lady was doing a review on because it all started with my son, who's in pre-algebra. And I was just the lady was just doing a review on Math UC, because I actually bid it on one of on the DVD from eBay, and I had won. I was like, oh, how cool! Now let me just get the workbook. And then I started looking up, like, well, what's for eighth grade, so that I can get prepared for next year, because we're almost at the end of the technical school year, even though we're going to be going through the summer here, just so that we can make sure that we are ready for the next year. And I try to make sure all skills gaps are covered. Well, when I was in the midst of doing my research, I discovered that I started getting other people's perspectives on Math UC, and some people were saying, oh, it's a little slow, it's a little boring. And I agree, it was very slow and boring for me to be working with my fifth grade son. But I thought, hey, whatever. Now, the reason I've been using Math UC, it actually came as a recommendation from one of my homeschool mom friends, and her kids are doing excellent with it. Her oldest daughter, you know I forgot what she scored on her ACT, but it was a pretty high score. It was in the I think 30 or something. And when she went to college, she was actually helping her other college friends who had been who had been taught in the public school. She was actually able to help lead them through projects. And this came from Math, from her education came completely through Math UC. So I felt really confident about it. And not saying that I still don't, because I do believe it's a really good and solid program. However, I'm just curious, like, well, what else is really good out there? And so then I ran across a few other math courses that I started researching more and thinking that I'm actually going to probably incorporate for next year. Well, maybe even starting the end of this year, and definitely maybe moving to next year. So for Josiah, my fifth grader, I think with him, we're going to probably stick with Math UC. So he's actually going to be moving on to Epsilon next, and probably throughout the summer. And then about October, we'll probably move into Zeta. And I'm going to probably supplement a lot of his stuff with a really cool program that I heard of called, I did some research on, called Beast Academy. And so it's actually an accelerated math program. And I was thinking of, there's a bird, but I was actually thinking of, I'm actually going to put my daughter in it, my third grader. I'm going to actually let her do that program because my daughter is very gifted with math. And it's funny because I'm not, and her dad, he's like, okay, but like when I say she's like gifted with math, like this girl has a knack for math and she learns the concept so quickly. And I was feeling like, wow, like I mean, she's been able to do like math in her head since the girl is 8. The girl's been able to do math in her head since like 6 years old. I mean, she's just really good. She understands them really quickly, and not just, I don't even know what they call it, but not just 10 plus 100. Like no, like like this girl has got it when it comes to math. So I was like, I really need to be finding something that can really challenge her and like really be fun for her because I feel like she's like one of those hidden figure ladies. Like she's got that kind of level math. She's that level gifted when it comes to math. So Beast Academy, yeah, I'm gonna really be checking it out, and I'll drop the link below in the description for you if you want to check it out. But it's really cool and fun. And then I'd also discovered Math Mammoth last night, and it's really good if you want to like test your kids and just see what gaps they have, and then you can use their you can actually use their program. They actually have a program that you can use. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. And the lady I saw in the video, she was explaining, I was like, oh, you're one of those math teachers that really have a love for math. I trust that, your curriculum is solid. I was seeing all the rave reviews. So I was thinking of actually supplementing some of Josiah's stuff with them. I don't even know if I really need that, but these are just some of the things I've been considering. And then back to my 7th grader, who actually is one of the big reason I started on this, exploration on what I was going to use. I think for him, we're going to finish out easy peasy for his math. And I am going to test him through Math Mammoth and just see kind of like where he is and like maybe what skill gaps he may have. And I think next year we're going to move into Singapore math. I did some research on it. It's really good. They say that Singapore math is based on Singapore's math, and that's what I've discovered from the research and how they have really high standards when it comes to math, and they consistently score highest in the world when it comes to math, and that's all that sort of stuff. So I was concerned because I'm like, okay, my son, he's not necessarily the best at math, and he wants to get into a math heavy field. So I'm like, oh my God, son, let me help you help you with this. He wants to be like a geneticist or something. So I'm like, you're gonna really need to be able to understand, well, more so biology, but definitely you're gonna have to know math. So basically I'm thinking of moving him into Singapore math. I'm not sure if it's going to be a great idea, like the best idea, but we're going to try it, only because if he's going from like not really be really strong in math to now a very heavy intense math course, I don't know what that's going to play out like, but it's going to be worth the shot. All right, so that's it for this particular video. Check out my next video. I'm going to be talking more about why I'm choosing to switch their math curriculums. Please like the video, share the video, and you'll get more videos from me on a regular. All right, see you next time. Peace.